Secrets to Becoming Wealthy. Simple Steps Towards Financial Freedom. 1. Introduction. What does it mean to be wealthy? When you hear the word wealth, what do you think of? Maybe big houses, fancy cars, or luxurious vacations. But wealth is so much more than just material things. True wealth is about freedom. It's about having choices and the ability to live life on your terms. Imagine waking up each day knowing that you don't have to worry about money, that you can pursue your dreams and passions without financial stress. That's wealth. Now, many people confuse being wealthy with having a lot of money. But there's a subtle difference. Being wealthy means you have enough to cover your needs and more, so you don't worry about unexpected expenses or emergencies. It's about having financial security. Financial freedom is a step beyond. It's when you don't have to work for money but instead make choices driven by passion or purpose. Financial freedom means your money is working for you, not the other way around. Think of wealth as a journey. Many people think it's a destination, something they'll achieve someday. But in reality, wealth is something you can start building now, no matter where you are. It's a series of choices, daily habits, and small actions that lead you toward a life of freedom. So, how do you start on this journey? It begins with a shift in mindset. Wealth doesn't mean you have to give up everything you enjoy. It means creating a life where money supports your goals and allows you to have the lifestyle you want, comfortably and securely. Wealth isn't one size fits all. Each person has their own idea of wealth. For some, it's owning a home and raising a family without financial stress. For others, it's the ability to travel the world or start a charity. Wealth is personal. It's your vision of a fulfilling, free life. Remember, wealth is built over time. It's not about sudden success or winning the lottery. It's about small, consistent steps. The path to wealth is open to anyone willing to learn, make sacrifices, and stay committed. And with each step, you get closer to the life you've always wanted. 9. 2. The foundations of wealth. Setting goals and building the right mindset. Building wealth doesn't start with money. It starts with a vision. You need to be clear about what you want and why you want it. Think of your goals as the foundation of a house. Without a strong foundation, the house can't stand. Similarly, without clear goals, it's easy to get lost or distracted on the journey to wealth. Start by asking yourself some simple questions. What does wealth mean to you? What are you willing to do to achieve it? And just as importantly, what are you willing to give up? These questions help you set a solid foundation and keep you motivated. Write down your goals, no matter how big or small. Having a clear vision makes your journey meaningful and gives you something to aim for every day. But goals alone aren't enough. You need the right mindset. Think of wealth as something you build over time, not something you magically achieve. Wealth requires discipline and patience. It's about making smart decisions every day, even when they're hard. For example, choosing to save money instead of spending it impulsively, or investing in learning new skills instead of wasting time on things that don't add value. Successful people understand that building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. They know they need to stay focused on their goals and not get discouraged by setbacks. The road to wealth can be challenging, with ups and downs, but those who stay committed ultimately reach their goals. It's important to stay consistent, even when you don't see immediate results. Remember, small, steady steps are the key. Now, let's talk about the importance of a growth mindset. This means believing that you can always improve, learn, and grow. A growth mindset allows you to see challenges as opportunities and failures as lessons. People with a fixed mindset often think, "I'll never be wealthy," or "I'm just not good with money." But a growth mindset changes that perspective to, "I can learn to be better with money," or "I can develop the habits needed to build wealth." This shift in thinking is powerful. One powerful habit for a wealth-building mindset is setting small, achievable goals. Instead of thinking, I want to be a millionaire, break it down. Start with, I want to save $500 this month, or I want to invest 10% of my income. Achieving these small goals builds confidence and creates momentum. Each small win brings you closer to the larger vision you have for your life. Another important aspect of mindset is resilience. There will be tough times. Markets may go down, investments may fail, or unexpected expenses may come up. But resilience means you keep going. People who build wealth don't give up when they face a setback. They find solutions. They adapt, learn from mistakes, and continue moving forward. So, remember, the foundation of wealth is built with a clear vision, achievable goals, a growth mindset, and resilience. With these, you're prepared for any challenge that comes your way. Building wealth is as much about who you become in the process as it is about the money you make. It's a journey of growth, learning, and self-discovery. 3. Mastering budgeting. Budgeting is one of the simplest yet most powerful tools you can use on your journey to wealth. Many people think budgeting is only for those who struggle financially, but that's far from the truth. In fact, almost every wealthy person uses some form of budget to manage their money. Budgeting is about knowing where your money goes, taking control, and making informed choices. It's the foundation of financial health and stability. So, what exactly is budgeting? Simply put, budgeting means understanding your income and planning your expenses. It's about balancing what you earn with what you spend, and, ideally, finding ways to save and invest a portion of that income. Think of your money as a tool, something that works for you to build the life you want. When you have a budget, you're directing your money toward the things that truly matter. Now, let's talk about how to create a simple and effective budget. First, start by listing all your sources of income. This could be your job salary, freelance work, side gigs, or even passive income if you have it. Once you know how much you bring in, move on to your expenses. Expenses are everything you spend money on, from rent and groceries to entertainment and travel. Break down your expenses into two main categories: fixed expenses and variable expenses. Fixed expenses are things you pay every month, like rent, utilities, and transportation. These are usually predictable. Variable expenses, on the other hand, can change month to month, such as eating out, shopping, or hobbies. By identifying these categories, you can see where most of your money goes and which areas have room for adjustment. Next, take a close look at your variable expenses. This is often where we can save the most. Maybe you're spending more on coffee or takeout than you realize. Or perhaps there's a subscription you're not using. These small, unnoticed expenses add up over time. By tracking and controlling these, you can free up money for savings or investments. One helpful tip is to use the 50-30-20 rule as a guideline. This rule suggests that 50% of your income goes to needs, like rent and groceries, 30% to wants, like entertainment, and 20% to savings and investments. Of course, everyone's situation is different, but this rule gives you a starting point. If you're serious about wealth building, consider adjusting the percentages to prioritize saving and investing even more. Budgeting doesn't mean you have to give up all the things you enjoy. It's about finding balance. Set aside some money for fun activities, but make sure it's within your budget. This way, you're enjoying life without risking your financial future. Over time, budgeting becomes a habit, and you may even start looking forward to tracking your progress. Another great habit to build is reviewing your budget regularly. At the end of each month, take a few minutes to compare your actual spending with your budgeted amounts. If you spent more than planned in one category, adjust for the next month. If you spent less, celebrate those wins and put the extra money towards your savings or investment goals. Budgeting isn't set in stone. It's a flexible tool that evolves with your life and goals. Remember, a budget isn't just about cutting back. It's about making conscious choices with your money. When you start budgeting, you'll see how much control you actually have. You'll be able to save more, invest more, and get closer to financial freedom with each passing month. Lastly, think of budgeting as an empowering process. It's not something that limits you. Rather, it's a tool that gives you freedom. When you know where your money is going, you're not stressed or anxious about your finances. Budgeting brings peace of mind, helping you feel confident and prepared for anything life throws your way. So, mastering budgeting is one of the first steps toward building wealth. Start small, stay consistent, and watch how a simple budget can transform your financial future. Every dollar you save and invest brings you closer to the life you want. Budgeting is the key to financial control, and with that control, wealth is within reach. 4. Income diversification. Building multiple streams of income. One of the biggest secrets to building wealth is not relying on just one source of income. Imagine a table with only one leg. If that leg breaks, the table collapses. But if the table has multiple legs, it stands firm, even if one leg is removed. This is the idea behind income diversification, building multiple streams of income to create financial stability and security. Now, let's start with the basics. What does it mean to have multiple income streams? It means earning money from different sources instead of depending on a single paycheck. This concept is powerful, because if one income source decreases or stops, you still have others to rely on. Think of it as creating a safety net. Diversifying your income isn't just for wealthy people. It's something anyone can start doing, even on a small scale. There are two main types of income: active income and passive income. Active income is what you earn from work you do directly, like your job or freelance work. You're trading your time and skills for money. Passive income, on the other hand, is money that continues to come in even when you're not actively working. For example, if you invest in stocks or rent out a property, those are passive income sources because they generate money without you being directly involved every day. Let's look at some common ways to create multiple income streams. First, consider a side hustle. A side hustle is a job or project you do in addition to your regular job. It can be anything from freelance writing to tutoring, or even selling handmade crafts online. Side hustles allow you to make money from skills or hobbies you already enjoy. They're flexible, and you can scale them based on your time and goals. Another great way to diversify your income is through investing. Investing might sound complicated, but it doesn't have to be. You can start small with something as simple as a savings account that earns interest, or investing in the stock market. Stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and real estate are common investment options. Investing allows your money to grow over time, helping you build wealth even when you're not working. Remember, investing is about patience and making informed choices, not about quick wins. Real estate is another powerful option. If you're able to buy a property, you can rent it out and earn rental income. Real estate not only provides passive income, but can also increase in value over time, creating long-term wealth. It requires some initial investment, but with careful planning, it can be a reliable source of passive income. If you're interested in creative ways to diversify, consider digital income streams. These include things like creating an online course, starting a YouTube channel, or even blogging. Once created, these digital assets can continue to generate income with minimal maintenance. For example, a blog with ads or affiliate links can keep bringing in money as long as people visit it. Similarly, a YouTube channel with monetized videos can earn from ads as long as people keep watching. Now, here's a question you might have. How do I find time for all these income streams? The answer is to start small and focus on one additional source at a time. You don't have to do everything at once. Begin with one side hustle or one small investment. As you gain confidence and experience, you can add more streams. The goal is steady growth, not overwhelming yourself. Diversifying your income has other benefits too. It encourages you to learn new skills, build connections, and stay adaptable. In today's world, flexibility is a huge advantage. People with multiple income sources often feel more secure, less stressed, and more empowered to pursue their passions. Income diversification is a smart way to protect your financial future. When you have multiple streams of income, you're not as vulnerable to economic changes or job loss. Instead of being dependent on one paycheck, you've created a financial safety net that gives you choices and freedom. With multiple income sources, you're not only earning more, but also building a life of stability and independence. So, start thinking about your income options. What skills do you have? What hobbies could you turn into a side income? Explore, experiment, and invest in different opportunities. Remember, wealth isn't built overnight, but each new income stream you add brings you closer to financial freedom. Building multiple streams of income is one of the best ways to take control of your financial future and create the life you want. 5. The importance of investing. Let's talk about one of the most powerful tools in wealth building: investing. If you want to achieve financial freedom, it's not enough to simply save money. Saving is important, but investing is what helps your money grow over time. Think of investing as planting a tree. It takes time to grow, but once it does, it provides shade and fruit year after year. The sooner you start, the more time your money has to grow. So, what does investing actually mean? In simple terms, investing is putting your money into assets that have the potential to increase in value. This could be stocks, real estate, bonds, mutual funds, or even starting your own business. The idea is to make your money work for you, so you don't always have to work for money. Over time, investments can create passive income, which is money earned without actively working. Now, why is investing so important? The main reason is inflation. Inflation means that over time, prices increase and the value of money decreases. If you simply keep your money in a regular savings account, it won't grow enough to keep up with rising prices. But when you invest, you have the potential to earn returns that outpace inflation, which helps protect and grow your wealth. Let's go over some popular types of investments, starting with stocks. When you buy a stock, you're buying a small ownership in a company. If the company grows and becomes more profitable, the value of your stock may increase, allowing you to sell it for a profit. Stocks are considered high-risk but high-reward investments because their value can fluctuate. However, over the long term, the stock market has historically provided strong returns. Another option is bonds, which are essentially loans you give to companies or governments. In return, they pay you interest over a set period. Bonds are generally lower risk than stocks, making them a more stable option. However, they also tend to offer lower returns. Many investors use a mix of stocks and bonds to balance risk and reward in their portfolio. Then there's real estate, which is a tangible asset. Investing in property allows you to earn rental income, and over time, real estate values usually increase. Real estate can be a great way to build wealth, but it requires more upfront capital and management. If buying a property isn't an option right now, consider investing in real estate investment trusts, REITs. These are companies that own income-generating properties, and you can buy shares just like stocks. Mutual funds and exchange-traded funds, ETFs, are also popular options, especially for beginners. These are collections of stocks, bonds, or other securities that are managed by professionals. When you buy into a mutual fund or ETF, you're essentially pooling your money with other investors, which gives you a diversified portfolio without having to pick individual stocks. Diversification is a key principle in investing because it helps reduce risk. For those looking for a hands-off approach, index funds can be an excellent choice. These funds follow a specific market index, like the S&P 500, which represents the performance of the top 500 companies in the US. By investing in an index fund, you're essentially betting on the overall growth of the market, which has historically delivered steady returns over time. Now, you might wonder, is investing risky? The answer is yes. All investments come with some level of risk. The value of your investments can go up or down, depending on the market. However, there are ways to manage this risk. First, diversify your investments. Don't put all your money in one stock or one type of asset. By spreading your investments across different assets, you reduce the impact of a single loss. Another way to manage risk is to invest for the long term. In the short term, markets can be volatile, but historically, they tend to grow over time. Long-term investing allows you to ride out the ups and downs and benefit from compounding. Compounding is when the returns you earn on your investments start to generate their own returns, creating a snowball effect. The earlier you start, the more powerful compounding becomes. Consistency is also key. You don't need to invest large amounts at once. Many people start with small, regular contributions, a strategy known as dollar-cost averaging. This means you invest a fixed amount of money regularly, regardless of market conditions. Over time, this approach can lower the average cost of your investments, as you're buying more shares when prices are low and fewer when prices are high. Remember, investing isn't about getting rich quickly. It's about growing your wealth steadily and securely over time. Think of it as building a solid financial foundation for your future. By investing wisely, you're creating opportunities for financial freedom and peace of mind. Even if you're just starting with a small amount, every step you take brings you closer to your goals. So, take the time to learn and start small if you need to. The world of investing might seem complex at first, but with patience and consistency, it's one of the most reliable paths to wealth. Let your money work for you, and watch how it grows over time. Investing is the bridge between where you are now and the financial future you dream of. Take that first step today. 6. Career and professional growth. Succeeding in the workplace. Your career is more than just a job. It's one of the most powerful tools you have for building wealth. Many people overlook this, but growing professionally can significantly boost your financial stability and open up new opportunities. Whether you work for someone else or run your own business, focusing on career growth can lead to higher earnings, valuable skills, and a stronger professional network. Let's start with the basics. The value of developing skills. Skills are the currency of the workplace. The more valuable and unique your skills are, the more you can earn. Think about it. People are paid for the value they bring. So, if you want to earn more, focus on becoming better at what you do. This could mean taking courses, reading books, or gaining certifications relevant to your field. For example, if you're in marketing, mastering digital advertising or social media can set you apart. If you're in tech, learning to code or understanding cybersecurity can make you highly valuable. Skills are investments in yourself, and they often have long-term returns. Next, let's talk about personal branding. Personal branding is how you present yourself professionally. In today's world, your reputation and online presence matter. Building a strong personal brand can help you stand out in your industry and attract new opportunities. Think about what makes you unique and how you can showcase your skills. Maybe you can share insights on LinkedIn, write articles, or participate in industry events. A solid personal brand makes people remember you, and when opportunities arise, they'll think of you first. Another critical aspect of career growth is networking. Many people think networking is just about meeting people, but it's more about building meaningful connections. Networking can open doors that might otherwise stay closed. It's not about what you know, but often who you know. Attend industry events, join professional groups, and don't be afraid to reach out to people in your field. When you build strong relationships, you're not only creating career opportunities, but also gaining support from people who can guide and mentor you. Remember, a good network can provide advice, job leads, and even collaboration opportunities. Let's also discuss the importance of taking initiative. Employers and clients value people who take action without always needing direction. This means finding ways to add value beyond what's expected. If you see a process that can be improved, suggest it. If there's a problem, work on a solution. Being proactive shows that you care about the success of the organization, and it often leads to career advancement. Taking initiative not only helps you stand out, but also builds your reputation as a dependable and forward-thinking professional. As you grow in your career, it's essential to focus on leadership skills, even if you're not in a management role. Leadership is not just about having authority, it's about being able to inspire and motivate others, make decisions, and manage projects effectively. Strong leaders are valuable in any workplace because they can drive results and encourage teamwork. Even if you're not managing a team, you can practice leadership by taking ownership of your projects, supporting your colleagues, and learning how to communicate effectively. Now, let's talk about adaptability. The workplace is always changing, and the most successful people are those who adapt quickly. Embrace new technology, learn new ways of doing things, and stay open to change. Adaptability shows resilience and flexibility, qualities that employers highly value. In today's world, industries and job roles evolve rapidly, and being adaptable makes you more employable and ready to handle any challenge that comes your way. One of the most powerful ways to increase your earning potential is by negotiating your salary. Many people feel uncomfortable discussing money, but negotiating is a normal part of professional life. Do your research, know your value, and approach the conversation with confidence. Often, a small raise can have a significant impact over time, especially if you invest those additional earnings. Continuous learning is another key to career success. The world is full of new information and tools, and those who stay curious and keep learning will always have an advantage. Dedicate some time each week to learn something new, whether it's through reading, online courses, or workshops. Lifelong learning keeps your mind sharp and allows you to bring fresh ideas to your work, making you an asset to any team or company. Lastly, remember that career growth is a journey. It's not about achieving success overnight, but about building your skills, reputation, and network over time. Celebrate your small wins, stay consistent, and remember that each step forward is progress. As you advance in your career, your income will likely increase, allowing you to save, invest, and get closer to financial freedom. Professional growth is an essential piece of the wealth building puzzle, and it's available to everyone willing to put in the effort. So, focus on growing your skills, building your network, and staying adaptable. Your career is one of the best investments you can make in yourself. It's not just a path to earn more, it's a path to become more. With dedication, patience, and a commitment to excellence, you can use your career as a powerful tool to achieve your financial dreams and live a life of purpose and fulfillment. Nun, zou nu deze jaar. Anetent is certificado. Messi. 7. Managing financial risks. No journey to wealth is complete without understanding and managing risks. Risk is simply a part of life, and it's definitely a part of building wealth. But managing financial risks doesn't mean avoiding them altogether. In fact, some level of risk is necessary for growth. The key is to understand what types of risks exist, how they can impact your finances, and how you can protect yourself. Let's start with one of the most important tools for managing risk: an emergency fund. An emergency fund is a safety net, a small pot of money set aside specifically for unexpected expenses. Think of things like medical bills, car repairs, or even a sudden job loss. Without an emergency fund, people often turn to credit cards or loans to cover unexpected costs, which can lead to debt. Having 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses in a separate savings account can help you handle life's surprises without financial stress. Start small, even saving a little each month helps. Another important aspect of managing risk is insurance. Insurance might not seem exciting, but it's a powerful tool for protecting your wealth. Different types of insurance can cover unexpected costs, from health insurance to protect against medical bills, to home insurance that protects your property, or even life insurance to support loved ones in the event of your passing. Think of insurance as a way to transfer risk. Instead of bearing the full financial burden yourself, you pay a small amount regularly to be covered in case of major losses. Debt management is another crucial part of risk control. Not all debt is bad, but unmanageable debt can be risky. High-interest debt, like credit card debt, can drain your finances and make it harder to build wealth. The best approach is to avoid high-interest debt when possible and pay off existing debt as quickly as you can. Start by tackling high-interest debts first, while still making minimum payments on other loans. Over time, as you reduce your debt, you free up more of your income for savings and investments. Now, let's talk about diversifying investments. When you invest, it's natural to face market risks, such as the stock market going up or down. Diversification is a strategy to protect against these risks. By spreading your money across different types of investments, such as stocks, bonds, real estate, and even cash savings, you reduce the impact of a single loss. For instance, if one investment performs poorly, another might do well, balancing your overall returns. Think of diversification as not putting all your eggs in one basket. Another effective strategy is not investing all at once. Known as dollar cost averaging, this approach means investing a fixed amount regularly over time, regardless of market conditions. For example, you might invest a set amount every month instead of putting all your money into the market at once. This way, you buy more shares when prices are low and fewer when prices are high, averaging out the cost of your investments over time. This strategy helps reduce the impact of short-term market volatility and is especially helpful for beginners. Long-term planning is also essential. Many people make decisions based on short-term gains without considering the long-term consequences. Wealth is built over time, and long-term planning means setting goals for 5, 10, or even 20 years down the line. This helps you stay focused on steady, sustainable growth rather than quick, high-risk gains that can be unpredictable. By focusing on the long term, you're more likely to ride out short-term losses and benefit from the overall growth of your investments. Remember, risk management isn't just about preventing losses, it's about ensuring that setbacks don't completely derail your journey. Let's consider setting financial limits and boundaries. For instance, only invest a portion of your money that you're comfortable losing and keep the rest in safer, more stable assets. By setting these boundaries, you can enjoy the potential of high-reward investments without risking everything. One final part of managing financial risks is staying informed. The financial world changes quickly, and keeping up with trends, new opportunities, and risks is essential. Regularly review your financial situation, and don't be afraid to make adjustments if necessary. Sometimes, this might mean reallocating investments or even reevaluating your financial goals. Staying informed gives you the confidence to make sound financial decisions and adapt as needed. In summary, managing financial risks is about creating a secure foundation for your wealth-building journey. With an emergency fund, proper insurance, smart debt management, and a well-diversified investment strategy, you can protect yourself from major setbacks. Wealth building isn't just about making money. It's about protecting what you've built. With thoughtful risk management, you can navigate financial challenges with confidence and stay on track toward achieving your financial goals. So, don't be afraid of risk. Embrace it, but manage it wisely. By being proactive about risk, you're building a safety net that keeps you grounded and secure on your journey to financial freedom. When you protect what you have, you ensure that your wealth can grow and serve you, no matter what life brings your way. 8. Staying committed to financial goals. Building wealth is a long journey, and like any journey, it requires commitment and persistence. Setting financial goals is a fantastic first step, but staying committed to those goals is where the real challenge begins. It's easy to feel motivated at the beginning, but as time goes on, distractions and setbacks can make it hard to stay on track. Let's talk about how you can keep your motivation alive and stay committed to reaching your financial dreams. First, it's important to have both short-term and long-term goals. Long-term goals, like buying a house or reaching financial independence, give you a big picture vision. But without short-term goals, that big goal can feel distant and overwhelming. Short-term goals act as stepping stones and help you celebrate small victories along the way. For example, if your long-term goal is to save $50,000, start by setting a goal to save $5,000 within 6 months. Breaking it down makes it more achievable and keeps you motivated as you reach each milestone. Another powerful tool is to visualize your goals regularly. Take a few minutes each day to imagine what your life will look like once you achieve financial freedom. Visualization keeps your goals fresh in your mind and strengthens your commitment. You might even consider creating a vision board, a collection of images, quotes, or symbols that represent your financial dreams. Place it somewhere you can see every day to remind yourself why you're working hard and staying disciplined. Staying committed also requires a solid plan and tracking system. Simply setting a goal isn't enough. You need a plan with clear, actionable steps. For instance, if your goal is to save a certain amount each month, set up an automatic transfer into your savings account on payday. Tracking your progress is equally important. By regularly checking your progress, you can see how far you've come and identify any areas where you might need to adjust. Apps, spreadsheets, or even a simple notebook can help you stay organized and focused. Let's not forget the importance of rewarding yourself. Building wealth often requires sacrifices, and if you're constantly depriving yourself, you may lose motivation. Give yourself small rewards for reaching milestones. These rewards don't have to be expensive. They could be as simple as a nice dinner or a day trip. The idea is to acknowledge your progress and enjoy the journey. Celebrating small wins keeps the journey enjoyable and reminds you that your hard work is paying off. Another essential part of staying committed is learning how to handle setbacks. Life is unpredictable, and financial setbacks are almost inevitable. Maybe an unexpected expense comes up, or the stock market takes a dip. It's easy to feel discouraged, but setbacks are part of the journey. Instead of seeing them as failures, view them as learning experiences. When faced with a setback, take a step back, reassess your plan, and make any necessary adjustments. Resilience is key. The most successful people are those who keep going despite challenges. Sometimes, you might feel your motivation fading. When this happens, reconnect with your why. Why did you set these goals in the first place? Whether it's to provide a better life for your family, achieve financial independence, or live a life without debt, reminding yourself of your reasons can reignite your motivation. Your why is what keeps you grounded and focused during tough times. Surrounding yourself with supportive people can also make a huge difference. Share your goals with friends or family members who encourage and believe in you. You might even find a financial accountability partner, someone who has similar goals and can help keep you on track. Being part of a supportive community, whether in person or online, can make the journey easier and more enjoyable. Knowing you're not alone and having someone to share both victories and struggles with can be incredibly motivating. One practical strategy to keep your commitment strong is to review and adjust your goals regularly. Financial goals are not set in stone. They may change as your life changes. Perhaps you get a raise, or your expenses decrease, allowing you to save more. Or maybe you face a life event that requires adjusting your priorities. Regularly reviewing your goals ensures they remain relevant and achievable. Adjustments are not a sign of failure, but of growth and flexibility. Lastly, remember to be patient and kind to yourself. Building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. Progress may seem slow at times, and it's easy to get discouraged, especially when it feels like others are moving ahead faster. But remember, this is your journey. Everyone's path to wealth is different, and comparison can lead to frustration. Stay focused on your own goals. Take one step at a time and trust the process. Commitment to financial goals is what separates those who achieve wealth from those who merely dream of it. It's about showing up every day, taking consistent action, and believing in yourself. With each step, you're getting closer to a life of financial freedom and security. Stay committed, stay patient, and enjoy the journey. The path to wealth isn't just about reaching the destination. It's about the person you become along the way. No. 9. Breaking myths about wealth. When it comes to building wealth, there are countless myths and misconceptions that can hold people back. Many of these myths come from outdated beliefs or misunderstandings, and they can prevent people from even trying to achieve financial freedom. Let's explore some of these myths and set the record straight, so you can approach your wealth-building journey with a clear and open mind. The first and perhaps most common myth is, wealth is only for the lucky or privileged. Many people believe that wealth is something you're born into, or something that just happens to you, if you're in the right place at the right time. While it's true that some people are born into wealth, the reality is that many wealthy people built their fortune through hard work, smart choices, and persistence. Wealth isn't about luck, it's about consistent effort and the willingness to learn and adapt. You don't need a silver spoon to build wealth. You just need a plan, discipline, and patience. Another common myth is, you need a high income to become wealthy. While earning more can certainly make it easier to save and invest, it's not the only path to wealth. Many people with high incomes also have high expenses, and they struggle financially despite earning a lot. Wealth is more about managing your money well, saving, and investing wisely than it is about how much you earn. There are countless stories of people with modest incomes who became wealthy through smart budgeting, disciplined saving, and making their money work for them over time. A popular myth we often hear is, you have to take big risks to get rich. This belief can be dangerous, as it encourages people to make hasty decisions, hoping for a big payoff. While some risks are necessary for growth, building wealth doesn't mean gambling your money. In fact, most wealthy people take calculated risks and invest in diverse, stable assets. They understand that slow, steady growth is often more reliable than big, flashy gains. The truth is, you don't have to take extreme risks to build wealth. Consistent, long-term investments and good money management will get you there safely. Another misleading myth is, wealth means having a lot of money in the bank. This is a narrow view of wealth. Real wealth isn't just about having cash. It's about assets, financial security, and freedom. It's the ability to live comfortably without constant financial stress. Wealth includes owning assets like property, investments, or businesses, which can grow in value over time and provide passive income. True wealth is about financial stability and the freedom to live on your terms, not just a high bank balance. Many people also believe the myth that you have to work non-stop to become wealthy. While hard work is important, building wealth doesn't mean you have to sacrifice all your time and well-being. In fact, many wealthy people focus on working smart rather than working excessively. They build systems, automate their finances, and invest in passive income streams that allow them to enjoy life while their money grows. Wealth building should support a balanced and fulfilling life, not one filled with endless work. Here's another common one. If I start now, it's already too late to become wealthy. This myth can be especially discouraging. But the truth is, it's never too late to start building wealth. While starting early does give you more time to benefit from compounding, even people in their 30s, 40s, or beyond can make significant financial progress with the right strategies. Small steps over time add up, and every effort you make today can create a better future. The most important thing is to start, no matter where you are in life. A myth that can be equally harmful is, investing is only for experts. Many people shy away from investing because they think it's too complicated, or only for wealthy individuals. But today, with so many resources and tools available, anyone can learn the basics of investing. You don't need to be a finance expert. You just need a willingness to learn and start small. Even simple investments in diversified index funds or ETFs can grow your wealth over time without requiring expert knowledge. Lastly, let's address the myth that wealth will make you happy. While financial stability can reduce stress and provide comfort, true happiness comes from a balanced, meaningful life. Wealth can give you the freedom to pursue passions, support loved ones, and create memorable experiences. However, if wealth becomes your sole focus, it can actually lead to stress and dissatisfaction. It's important to remember that wealth is a tool for building a better life, but it's not the only source of happiness. Happiness comes from health, relationships, personal growth, and a sense of purpose. Breaking these myths is essential because they can be limiting beliefs that prevent you from reaching your full potential. Instead of letting these misconceptions hold you back, embrace the mindset that wealth is achievable, regardless of where you start. It's about learning, planning, and taking consistent actions that align with your goals. Once you let go of these myths, you'll see that wealth building is accessible to anyone who's willing to put in the effort and stay committed. Remember, wealth isn't an exclusive club reserved for a select few. It's a journey open to anyone with determination and a willingness to grow. The road to wealth may not always be easy, but by challenging these myths and focusing on what truly matters, you can make the journey a fulfilling and rewarding one. Let go of the myths, embrace the possibilities, and start building the life you deserve. 10. Wealth and happiness. As we reach the end of our journey through wealth building, it's important to address a question that often comes up. Does wealth equal happiness? Many people set financial goals with the belief that once they achieve wealth, they'll automatically be happy. But the relationship between wealth and happiness is more complex than that. First, let's be clear. Wealth can certainly make life easier. Financial security reduces stress, provides stability, and gives you more control over your life. When you're not worried about paying bills or facing unexpected expenses, you can focus more on what truly matters. Wealth offers freedom to pursue passions, support loved ones, travel, and give back to your community. It allows you to make choices that align with your values and brings a sense of comfort. But while wealth can contribute to happiness, it doesn't guarantee it. True happiness comes from a balanced life that includes meaningful relationships, personal growth, health, and a sense of purpose. Many people think that achieving wealth will fill an emotional void, but without these other elements, wealth alone can feel empty. Happiness is about fulfillment, and fulfillment comes from creating a life that reflects your values, goals, and aspirations. This brings us to an important idea. Wealth is a tool, not an end in itself. Think of wealth as a foundation that supports a fulfilling life, rather than the destination. Money can provide comfort, safety, and opportunity, but it can't replace the deeper needs we all have for connection, growth, and purpose. For example, someone who uses their wealth to pursue their passions, invest in relationships, or give back to causes they believe in is likely to feel more fulfilled than someone who focuses solely on accumulating wealth. Let's talk about the importance of balance. On the journey to wealth, it's easy to get caught up in the pursuit, working long hours and making sacrifices. But remember, wealth is meant to enhance life, not consume it. Taking time to enjoy the present, nurture relationships, and pursue interests outside of work is essential. Balance is what allows you to enjoy the benefits of wealth while still leading a rich, happy life. Another key to happiness is gratitude. People who practice gratitude, who regularly appreciate what they have, tend to feel more fulfilled. Gratitude helps you recognize that happiness doesn't come from always wanting more, but from appreciating what you already have. Even as you work toward your financial goals, take moments to celebrate your progress and appreciate the opportunities you have. Gratitude shifts the focus from "I need more" to "I have enough," and this mindset is a powerful contributor to happiness. It's also important to remember that wealth is a means to personal growth. The journey of building wealth teaches valuable lessons: patience, resilience, discipline, and problem solving. These qualities help you grow as a person, building character and confidence. Each financial milestone achieved reflects not just wealth, but also personal development. This growth adds to happiness because it brings a sense of accomplishment and self-worth. Let's consider the role of giving back. Many people find happiness through generosity. Using wealth to support others, whether through donations, volunteering, or helping family members, brings a deep sense of fulfillment. When you give, you create a positive impact that goes beyond yourself, enriching the lives of others and fostering a sense of purpose. Generosity has been shown to boost happiness because it connects us to others and reminds us of the bigger picture. Finally, happiness is about living with purpose. Think about what you truly want your life to represent. Wealth can empower you to live in alignment with your values, whether that means starting a business, creating art, traveling, or spending time with loved ones. A life with purpose is one that feels meaningful, and wealth can support you in pursuing that purpose. However, wealth without purpose can feel directionless, no matter how much money you have. In the end, wealth and happiness are interconnected, but not interchangeable. Wealth enhances happiness when it supports a life that's balanced, purpose-driven, and filled with gratitude. True wealth is not just about financial success, it's about creating a life that fulfills you on multiple levels: financially, emotionally, and spiritually. As you continue on your journey, remember that wealth is only one part of the equation. Focus on building a life that brings you joy, peace, and fulfillment. So let wealth be a tool, a foundation, and a support system for a life that's rich in every way. Use it to pursue your passions, nurture your relationships, and contribute to the world. Ultimately, the most meaningful measure of wealth is not just what you have, but the life you've created with it. Build a life that makes you happy, one that brings peace and satisfaction. When wealth serves a greater purpose, it truly becomes a source of happiness. Ni ti